Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the very first custom showcase. Today we'll be looking at Transformers Legacy, not Drift yet. Transformers Legacy Deadlock. And before we get started, a couple things. For those you who don't know, Damnation, the direct sequel to Annihilation, is on a bit of a delay. For those of you who don't know, my computer is in a repair shop right now, and they're doing everything they can to fix it, but there's a good chance it's going to be a while before I can get a computer back. And without a computer, I can't animate the way I want to and get the content I like out for you guys. And the quality that I go for is important for me, and I want everything I release to just get better and better, and I don't want anything to hold me back. So even if it takes longer, I want to get some good stuff for you out. So this was kind of a way, I have about a dozen or so customs that I've made, most of them directly for Legacy. And I just figured it might make a little fun series to kind of go over the custom and the figure. I figured I might also go over the character and how it might differ from different iterations of the character and how this character fits in the Legacy universe. I did host a vote on the Facebook page, the Crosshairs Productions page, to what character I would start with, and I thought Shot Blast was going to win. He was kind of in first place for a while, all 10 votes. Here he is, a little quick peek. And I'm kind of sad he didn't win. He is probably my favorite of the customs I've done so far. But I'll get to him. Not that I'm not happy with this guy. I really like how this guy turned out. So, yeah, let's definitely take a better dive into this guy and, yeah, see what makes him tick. Okay, I just want to start off by saying, yes, I know there's some chips in the paint. I do need to fix them up. It's just, I didn't realize that transforming him would chip some of this paint so much, and in places I didn't think about. So, a thought for, something I will try to fix in the future. And I do know I should put a protective coat above the paint on this guy. I really like the white on him. I did a mix between white and metallic silver, and I think that turned out really good because I had a lot of trouble with white paint, and I know a lot of people struggle with white paint as well. So I used majority metallic paint, and then just put a couple drops of white in there, of hot paint. That's what I mainly use. However, I'm moving on to Vallejo, whatever, and I'm liking that a lot better. It's so much easier to go on than Tamaha. I'm saying that right? Yeah, Tamiya. So I'm definitely experimenting, and I'm still changing how I customize, and I'm just getting better and better. This guy, I did this guy a few months ago, and I think I've already improved a lot since then. But yeah, so back to what I was saying, I really love this custom white I made. I think it works really nice, and it really pops, I feel. If we take a closer look at the head sculpt, camera, so yeah. So I got the white on the kind of the armor, I don't know, the helmet, whatever they're called, silver on the face, and then I got gold on these wings, and I thought, it was a really Deadlock looking face. I really love it, and I know there's some blue chipping around the head. Like I said, I do need to fix it. Another really big thing about this figure that I really loved how it came out is the windshields. If we look at the doors, you can see them on the doors too. It's nice blood red. Oh, dusty. Nice blood red. And I just got some clear red paint, and I wasn't sure how it was going to work. I've never used it before, but I love the way it turned out. I'm so glad they turned this nice deep red, and they're still see-through, and I just love it. But yeah, I also got this Decepticon sticker right here. Just a basic sticker. It's Cricket, I know, I hate it. This part was so hard, getting the lines on the purple straight. That's not straight, what am I saying? If you just want to take a good look at this guy, purple legs, red kneecaps, gold, red feet, more chips, yay. But, I love the way this guy turned out. If we take a look at his back here, I did keep the holster for his rifle. As you notice, I did take these off. I just wasn't a big fan of the way they look. It was a bit too samurai for me, and I thought about maybe finding a way to put them on his back to kind of almost like a backpack for his guns, but I don't know, it just didn't really work out. I did keep the holster of his rifle. I don't have his rifle with me. I never really, wanted him to keep it. I just didn't have a reason for it. I don't know why I kept this, but yeah, I did. So let's take a look better at his prettier side. But yeah, and this is made from the blur mold. Everything is on the blur mold. I didn't add anything. The head's the blur head. If we take in the drift figure, you'll notice the same figure. There's nothing really on this guy that isn't on this guy. The only difference is going to be the head sculpt. And yes, I have all the stickers and the upgrade kits for this guy. So, oh my God, stand! That was a challenge in Annihilation. I had such a challenge keeping this guy standing and walking, and his legs are not good. Come on, Earthrise, please give us a drift. I guess it would be Kingdom now. Whatever. But yeah, so this is the blur head, but it does look different. It is not the same as it was before. As it was on blur. If we take another look at it, you'll notice I did cut off the antenna, the little blur antenna, right here. That, blur usually has an ugly chip in the front. Did I already say that? I might have. And I also filed down, no, I'm sorry, my hand's in the way. I also filed down right here, to give it more of a flat look instead of a triangle, head. I just thought the flat look was more Deadlock. So yeah. As for how he fits in the series, or the universe, I guess, he did have a relatively small part, but I do like his scenes in Annihilation. He will come back. His arc is not over. For those hoping he makes his big comeback in Damnation and has this huge arc, don't hold your breath. You're definitely gonna have to be patient with this character, as he's not a big part of Legacy, but Drift is one of my favorite characters from the comics, and I want to make sure I do him justice, and so he will have a comeback, just not yet. But yeah, and I do like his character in Damnation, though. I'm not, oh my gosh, not Damnation, in Legacy. I do like his character in Legacy, though. I do really like how he'll fit, and how his character, especially his connection with Turmoil, especially in the past, how it fits. He's the second command, and so they'll have a lot of emotional struggles of the kind of orders Turmoil has made Deadlock do, and then they'll really help with the transfer over into Drift, which won't be as sudden as other transformations. Like I said, just be patient with this guy, and I really think you'll like the final outcome. I'm combining some different iterations of Drift and some other different characters, and I really think you're gonna like the way Deadlock moves forward in the Legacy universe. There's some really interesting stuff I think I'm creating here. I really hope you guys like it later on. He's still transformable. That's where most of the chips come from, but I think we can do one more transformation for here. But yeah, so let's get him to robot mode. He's already in robot mode. Car mode. That's the mode. Okay, actually, before we get to the vehicle mode, let's actually go over the gun, as, I guess they are part of the character, in a way, and a part of the custom, since I did paint them. I only know where this one is. Last I saw the other one of my cats were running off with it, so this one will have to do for the video. Sorry about that. But they were both made the same way, so, it should work. I just did a paint over, I want to say it was a gunmetal gray, and it was mainly dry brushing I did with it, to give it kind of a, didn't want to give it a super uniform look. I wanted to give it like kind of a, scratches, all that kind of stuff, so that's how I painted most of it. And I did do a small wash with it. Hopefully that comes off kind of well. But yeah, it's a really basic paint job. I did like in like probably less than a minute. I did not really care about it, and as long as it looked, you know, metallic and, you know, good. But yeah, now to the vehicle mode. And here we go, vehicle mode, and he's a black car. Exciting. I mean, he looks okay. I did add some purple to the rims, you know, on all the tires. I'm sorry, my hand's in the way. And all four of them, so they're on the same side too. I just thought the purple stripe on the top being the only color and the white was a little weird. If this guy were to make a future appearance, I would want to put some paint on the rims and then maybe a stripe on the top, maybe purple or red, I was thinking. I'm not quite sure. Let me know in the comments what you think would fit best. I would also, you know, want to paint up the grill. I think it looks a little weird all black. But yeah, I mean, I think it looks good on camera, and I think that's the most important part. As long as this character looks good on camera, despite all, like, the, not best paint job and, like, you know, a little bit of chips here and there, he still looks good on camera, and that's what I'm aiming for. You know, I know I'm not the best painter or customizer, whatever you want to call it. I just want to make sure I can tell the stories I want with the characters I want, and that's why I make these customs. And I think I do a good enough job for that, so I think it's good. He did transform once in Annihilation, and like I said, he can still transform even with the doors. They just click into place. They don't have the joint. They don't have this joint right here, keeping them attached to the figure anymore. So they just click into place whenever he turns into vehicle mode. Fun fact, little tidbit, I guess. There was a deleted scene in Annihilation with Deadlock, another Deadlock scene, where he escapes the Black Death, and he goes to the weapons room, or, you know, some kind of room, and he actually does find the sword. But it did get deleted. It just, for various reasons. I didn't like the way it turned out. It was a little sloppy. And my idiot self forgot to send the correct lines to the voice actor, which this was voiced by, the amazing Matt from 360verse. Thank you so much. I was so happy to have you. And you just brought the character to life so much better than I could have, just with the animation. So thank you so much. And I think that's everything. So before we go, let's raise the camera, because you guys have a decision to make next week. What showcase you want to see next? Do you guys want to see Shock Blast? Or do you want the next few weeks to focus on my custom scavengers, starting with Misfire? Let me know. You know, I'll tally up the comments if anyone watches this. But yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know it probably wasn't as educational or as entertaining as you guys would have hoped, but, you know, hope you had fun anyways. That's a terrible outro. My God. Well, thank you guys for coming and watching my videos. And I will catch you next time. Later.